Hi, this is Clay King from AAA Flood Drying, and I'm here up in New Hampshire, and this cottage has flooded, and this building is about 100 feet long, and we discovered that there's a crawl space underneath. So we're going to use the TES drying system, thermal energy drying system, to help dry the crawl space. And I wanted to show kind of a unique setup that we're trying to set up here. Is that in order to access it, we've had to cut this hole that goes down into the crawl space, and it's not really too deep down there. It's anywhere between 1.5 and 3.5 feet deep. And in order to make the test box fit, we can't really put it down there, so we cut these holes in the floor after they remove the carpet. And I attached this lay flat tube to the front of the test box. And in the past, we kind of looped a big loop over and then kind of, made a circle around the hole in order to fix it. But that doesn't work out really too well. You get kinks in it, the hose is very long, and it gets in the way. So we've kind of come up with another method, and what we do here is I've cut the hole in the bottom, and we extend the plastic a little bit beyond the hole, and I reach inside the lay flat with a staple gun, and I just staple it to the floor. So I'm stapling the lay flat right around the hole that I've cut, and as I'm doing this, it's fixing the plastic right to the floor. And now that's stuck, and now the lay flat is stuck right on the floor. And the way I get my hole in it is I cut a hole, and I just cut down the middle, and I cut the corners out. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm cutting, starting in the corner and cut to the center, start in the corner and cut to the center. And now there's a flap down here that folds right into the hole. And the flap folds right around. So now the bottom of my lay flat has a hole right to the bottom. And I'm going to staple around the edges of the hole and tighten that up a little bit more. Alright, now I've stapled that down, and if I open this back and you look in the end, you can actually see that you can see right down through and see where I've cut the hole in the bottom of the lay flat and then stapled it to the sides of the hole. Now what I do is I just pull the lay flat tight like this, and I'm going to fold the end over and then fold the corners in and then just staple them along the edge, and that'll seal the end of the lay flat. So now what I've done is I've stapled this tight, I folded this back, and I folded the corners in, and then I stapled down through, so I'm stapling through multiple layers of plastic. I didn't have to do the edges because it's already stapled down around the hole. I'm going to put a blower in the test box and turn it on, and you'll see the effect. Alright, I've installed a Sahara blower from Drying on top of the test box, and we've got the plastic going over the hole in the bottom of the plastic from the lay flat cut open, and then the end of it stapled down. And it makes a very neat installation. It isn't long, nobody's tripping over it, and there's a tremendous amount of airflow going down in that hole, and there's hardly any resistance. The plastic it's tight, but it's not real tight because a lot of the air is going down through the hole. So we're getting tremendous airflow down into the crawl space that we're going to dry. And then we're going to turn on the test box and create the heat and move a lot of warm, dry air down through the crawl space to dry it. But it's just, what's really interesting is just the way we finally, after many years, figured out how to do this with the lay flat to make it easier to set up, because a lot of times it just isn't real obvious. So hope it helps some of you out. Clay King, AAA Flood Drying.